Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is Binky here. Yes, some of you who've been following the series are probably like, where the heck did you go with the Bite Beauty lipsticks, Binky? Where did you go with your astrological knowledge self? So here's the deal. As I said, probably around the time Aries was released, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that I did say, I wonder if they'll do a vault at the end of the year. That's why they started with Aquarius. So yeah, they started in January because January, February is Aquarius season. I love you guys. I'm a fan of the Aquarians. And so Capricorn kind of got left out in the cold because we all know it starts with Aries and the last sign is Pisces. And so Bite Beauty was smart about it because they said, we're going to start with Aquarius. And that way when we get to Capricorn, we can release the vault. They released the vault. Yes, they did. And of course, who picked it up? This guy. Even though I have all the colors. I did. You know, it's interesting, and here's why I am justifying this. And so it is still available at the time of this video, but I'm justifying it this way. It is $75 on Sephora or on Bite Beauty's own website. You get a nice box like this. I will be doing a video on the full vault. This is not what this video is about, but I decided to pick this up instead because if you think about it, I did not much care for Libra, so I did return Libra. Sorry, it was not my favorite color. So you basically have Libra, Scorpio, Capricorn, Sagittarius. That's 4 lipsticks. If you buy them at $28 a piece, or $26 a piece plus tax out here, think about it. You can buy the vault for the price of those 4 and you're still going to have a savings. And I'm not going to use those colors. Like Libra I'll use here and there, but it's really not my favorite, but it looks really great layered with lighter colors. So that was my thinking process. So I just said, you know what, I'm going to get the vault because I'm almost done with some of these colors. So I'm really happy about it, but I'll do a review on that later. But this is where I want to start out with. And this is not the right color. So this is the video for Scorpio. Scorpio. It is Scorpio season. We are all excited. We are getting, I'm looking for the color. We are going deep into, well, not deep into November, but we're there. So we're going into November. This is it. I know. Here it is. They basically put them out here and it starts with Capricorn. Yes, they are on the website if you want to see the colors, but I'm not going to cheat you like that. No, you're going to have to wait for the video. But this is the smaller size. So this is Scorpio. And we're in a Scorpio season. We're heading into Thanksgiving. It is getting darker outside. It's getting a little bit colder, a little bit more mysterious, much like Scorpio. Yes! So Scorpio is the final water sign of the Zodiac. 3 in each one of element, 3 in each of the 4 elements, and Scorpio is the last one. And here's the thing about Scorpio. Scorpio is known as being a little bit mysterious, being a little bit darker. And what I mean by that is Scorpio embraces the dark. Where a lot of signs will be a little bit happy, you know, if you think of like Aries. Aries is going to be happy. It's the baby of the Zodiac. It's like, yay, fun in the sun, Aries. You know, even Gemini is going to be a lot of fun. They're the good time Charlie. They love having a great time, and so they're here to have it, you know. There's just certain signs that are very fun, and they embrace the fun of life. These little spring, summer babies, they love it. Even Taurus can be silly in their own little way. They're a little bit more refined, but you know, Aries is just crazy. Taurus is a little bit more refined and enjoys the great things, but they're very fun. And then you have Gemini that's just crazy, but in a clever, intelligent way. So, you know, those are the babies. Those are the babies, you know. And then Cancer, and it's watery way. But Scorpio, being at the end, is a little bit more serious. They're a little bit more intense. So they bring a certain intensity to them. Like I said, they're just mysterious. You never really know what they're thinking. And here's the thing about Scorpio is that very few know them well. And they're okay with that. So when I was thinking of Bite Beauty and what they would put out, I was like, it's going to be a darker vampire color. You know, it's going to be this special color. that is just almost like a, I almost wanted like a dark burgundy or a dark red. Something that's almost like, when I think of Scorpio, and I hate saying this because people are like, really? Almost like a blood red. It's weird, but if I had to put like certain mystical creatures with certain signs, I would put almost like a vampire with Scorpio, and I don't mean that in a negative way, you know? It's just that if I was putting mystical creatures with these signs, I would make a vampire kind of represent Scorpio. It comes out at night. It's mysterious. It's dark. It's brooding. Yes. So Scorpio is very dark in a lot of ways. Scorpio embraces the dark where other people are afraid of it. So that's what I expected, right? You'd be wrong, because this, my friends, and here's the little Scorpio thing, a little bit harder to see with the smaller ones, is Scorpio. It's an orange. An orange. Not Scorpio. This would be more suited towards Leo. This is more of a Leo color. I am so confused by this. I mean, I could see it as Aries too, but basically this is Aries. It's the same damn color as Aries, except with less red. And I can prove that right now because I have the vault, so hold on a second. Okay, so this is Aries, right here. Aries. And this guy is Scorpio. See how Aries is a little bit more red, and then you have Scorpio, which is a little bit more orange. Scorpio is not orange. This just, it's sunny, bright, and cheery, and hey, I like to make a splash. Scorpio detests that. Scorpio is not one of those flashy people who's like Leo who wants attention. Leo is stage. It is excitement. It is, I am here. Scorpio doesn't want people to know it's here. Scorpio is very much, hey, like back off. You know, like don't give me, they don't like that much attention. They like attention from specific people that they choose to trust, but not just any yahoo. You know, they look at Leo like, really? Really? You know, they're not into that. They're a little bit more mystical than that. So I was a little bit confused. So what I am going to do is just swatch this. Yeah, because these are really small. This again, Scorpio. I know folks, stay with me here. Stay with me. That is Scorpio. Then we have Aries right here, which is this red-orange. Look how close that is. It's ridiculously close. So here's the thing. If you have Aries, you sure as heck don't need Scorpio. But then this is Pisces. So this is Pisces, and it's a little bit more orange. And so we'll put this up here. So there you go. What the heck? So you have Pisces that is a little bit more of a burnt kind of orange, and then you have Aries, which is the reddish orange, and then you have this like bright orange for Scorpio. How does this even work? It doesn't. I mean, it does. It's a nice color, but what I'm finding is that I think Bite Beauty, instead of sticking with astrology at the end, basically said, hey, we're just going to pick out colors that we know are popular and people will buy it. It's like they took the whole astrological aspect after Leo and just threw it out the water. I mean, just threw it away. It's like, okay, here's Leo. It's a gold. Basically, now everything is just a mess. You know, I know Virgo, I love the color Virgo, but boy, it did not work. It does not represent Virgo at all, but damn, it's a beautiful color. I wish it had been for Aries because it's gorgeous. And it's like since then, they just started making up with, hey, Libra's going to be this very strange brown color with a yellow pull to it. It's like Libra. So to me, it's like Bite Beauty kind of gave up on the whole concept and just went with what would sell. And then voila, here it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and swatch this, or put it on my lips so you can, I swatched it here, so I'll put it on my lips so you can see what it looks like. I actually have not put it on yet because I did not buy the big bullet, so I waited to get this. So we are going to experience it together. This should be interesting with this eye look. I know, I was actually going for a very different look, but like much in life, sometimes things don't go as planned. So this isn't going to really look right with this, so bear with me. I'm going to look like a damn fool for the rest of the video, but it won't be the first time. So here we go. Oh, wow. This is Scorpio. Yeah, it sure is. What I do want to say first off is that you can see I had a little bit of problems putting it on. Because the vault is new to me, it's a little bit drier. If you know Bite Beauty's formula, usually it's really smooth and creamy. There are a few in the collection that were a little bit drier, and once they hit the lips, they became more smooth. This is not the case with this. I'm actually finding Scorpio to be a little bit more dry in consistency, even once it's on the lips. And because of that, I know it's just fixing that up, it didn't go on quite as smoothly as I wanted. There was some skipping. It was a little bit drier. Again, I don't know if that's the main bullet or if it's just these miniature ones that are a little bit more difficult to work with. Again, this is the first time I've tried the minis. But yeah, it's this is flat out orange. And honestly, this just does not fit Scorpio season at all. It just doesn't. But it's just not a color that I would gravitate to, you know? But that's a personal preference. Again, I also don't think that it necessarily represents Scorpio. It's an interesting choice. There you have it. I mean, I just feel like there's so many colors like this in Bite Beauty, and with their Spice collection, there was also a couple other ones, and I think something like Cayenne or something like that in the main collection may pull a little bit like this. So if you're a big collector of Bite Beauty, do I think you need this? Probably not, because they have so many other colors like this. And what's interesting is ColourPop actually put out so many orange shades during the summer, and I think that they still have them, and they're almost identical to this. And you can pick it up for like $7 if you really, really love the color. But then again, part of it is the novelty of having your sign. You know, for some it's going to be, yay, Scorpio. So you may want to pick it up. But I think there's going to be a few Scorpios out there who are extremely disappointed. And I hear you, because this really doesn't represent you the way that I think it should. Yes. So there we go. That is my opinion on this. Not what I expected at all. But there you go. So first off, what I want to say is happy birthday to you, Scorpios. I have not had a chance to say this, but happy birthday to you, lovely, beautiful Scorpios. You are so misunderstood. Just give you a little bit more information. You're one of the signs that is just completely misunderstood. And when you watch videos or read websites, people trash Scorpio, and that kind of pisses me off, because you guys are amazing. And here's the thing about Scorpio. Even though they're not always the best match for me, the Aries, I'm like very much an Aries with tons of Gemini in my chart. Scorpio is not the easiest sign for me sometimes to get along with, and vice versa, because I think, you know, we go about things very differently. But this is what I know, because I've known some Scorpios, and I have a couple friends who are, and I think they're beautiful. They're very intense people, and when they love, they choose to love hard. So when they have you in their sights and they have you, they are going to love you like no other. It is amazing how much love they have. It's just very quiet. It's very quiet love, in that they're not as boisterous as other signs. You know, they're very, once they find that person, that's the person. You know, they're very protective. And sometimes people will say, oh, well, they're possessive. Well, that's usually for people who are a little bit off kilter. You know, you can't just go off signs and say somebody's going to behave this way. No, they bring their experience from their childhood and other things, you know. Hi, psychology major. So they bring in other things. So you can't just go off of that, but they are extremely passionate and extremely loyal, and they expect the same. So once you're there with them, there's this level of trust like no other. So once they're there with you, but it doesn't happen easily, and it takes a long time. For the most part, they're just really cool, passionate people who tend to be extremely private, and that's the way they like it. And they bring certain people into their fold, and they will love you for life. So Scorpio, happy birthday to you. I'm sorry you were misunderstood. You are awesome, and I'm a fan. So what is coming up next is Capricorn. Yes, the end the end of the earth signs. So you are the most mature of the earth signs. You are the worker bee. You are you're a very hard worker. You're a very hard worker. You're very hard working. These are the bosses of the zodiac. You know, Aries is very much a boss as well, you know, but they do it in a different way because Aries thinks a little bit more outside the box because fire signs represent creativity, while earth signs are a little bit more practical. And if you work hard, you're going to succeed type. And Capricorn's very much that. They're very good at managing things. They are good at seeing people's weaknesses and strengths. They don't put up with shenanigans. So if you're going to make excuses at work, they're going to go, Especially if you haven't proven in the past that you've done a good job. If you've been a bum from day one and they see it, they're never going to forgive you for that. They're going to know you're a bum. But if you're a hard worker and then you fall off for a while, they're going to be understanding of that. They're very good at managing. They're very hard workers. They're very practical. You know, they like things to be very systematic. It's who they are. So Capricorn, the hardworking, serious Capricorn. I actually have I have a couple close friends who are Capricorns. I love them. I love these guys. So I'm a fan. So you are next. And I actually saw what the color is, but I'm not going to give it away. So what I'm going to do is place my bets, which doesn't work like it did in the earlier videos because I already saw the swatches. But if I was going to choose something for Capricorn, I would go for something that's a little bit more bronzy, like a bronze color. I like the metallic. Capricorn's okay with metallic a little bit as long as it's not too showy. Is it always practical? Maybe not. But I see them being a little bit more like that, a little bit more muted. Just more of this little, like this brownish kind of color, but not like Libra. Oh, no. Like bronzy. Maybe like a burgundy bronzy color, somewhere in there that's practical but very wearable, especially in the dark winter months. You guys are really going to gravitate towards that. That's going to be you. So it's practical, yet it's not boring, because Capricorn is not boring. They're practical, but you know, they got a little pizzazz to them, which I really like and admire. They're really fun people. They are. Some people are like, they are? I went, oh heck yeah, but they just go about it in a fun, intelligent way. They're intellectual with their humor. So big fan. So that is what I'm going to say. And anyone who's seen the swatches, you're like, what? What did they do? Yeah, I know, but we'll get into that next month. So happy birthday, Scorpio and Capricorn. Can't wait to see you in the next video. So until next time, fabulous day, my friends. Bye.